Thank you, Victor. And hello, everyone. Heartfelt thanks to all of you intrepid educators. You're living examples of the belief that education is a lifelong process and that learning comes from all sorts of sources. This is something that I didn't have as a child growing up in Chicago right out of a World War II internment camp. My first week of second grade at Gowdy Grammar School in Chicago, Illinois, I was asked where I had come from. Camp, I said. Girl Scout camp? Asked Betsy O'Reilly, who became my best friend. So now, let me start at the beginning. My name is Shirley Sadayo Nikki Nojima Louis. It sometimes feels like a string of aliases. Shirley because my immigrant mother named me after Shirley Temple, the most popular child movie star of the 1930s. Sadayo because that's my Japanese name. Don't ask me what it means. I've never seen the actual Japanese characters for that name, so I'm not really able to identify its meaning. I'm sure it means something splendid, though. After all, I'm a child named after Shirley Temple. Nojima, because it's my father's family name, a samurai family from the region of Tokyo. And Nikki because finally in fourth grade, when all of my school buddies were calling each other nicknames, I got the name of Nikojima after Nojima, and which eventually ended up being Nikki, something my mother could finally pronounce. So I've been Nikki for a very long time, and it's my professional writing name. Now, Louis is my married name, and that, like so many American immigrant stories, is based on a mistake. When the immigration officer asked Grandpa Lou from China what his name was, he heard it as Louis. So there you go. Another immigrant story and a new identity. But that's the Chinese American side of my family, another story. Days of spacious dreams, I sailed for America, overblown with hope, overblown with hope. Those are the words by a Japanese poet that represent the American dream of countless immigrants. American dreams that sometimes turned into American nightmares. My family's stories and the stories of about 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry are about American dreams and nightmares and American dreams lost and found. As an oral historian, playwright, and producer, I create living history presentations for the New Mexico Japanese American Citizens League, using oral history and multimedia readers' theater techniques to portray themes of social justice, the civil rights movement, peace, and the women's movement, and especially the Japanese American experience. So back to the beginning, as I said, I was born in Seattle, Washington on December 7th, 1937, the only child of immigrant parents from Japan. My mother and father had lived in the United States for years, but Asian exclusion laws had prevented them from becoming American citizens. On December 7th, 1941, the news came over the radio. The Japanese have bombed Pearl Harbor. What is Parahaba? My mother said. Later that day, after the birthday guests had left and we were preparing for bed, the doorbell chimed. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Knocking, louder knocking, finally pounding. Daddy's in the bathroom. I am in the kitchen in my jammies, licking Neapolitan ice cream off of a spoon. The kitchen door swings open. A pink-faced man leans in. "What have we here?" he says, and he takes off his hat. His hair is the color of carrots. He walks in, opens the room closet, the pantry door, even the tiny door that holds the ironing board. And he goes out on the porch, leaving the back door wide open. Ooh, it's cold. When he comes back, he wipes his feet on the welcome mat. "Cute baby," he tells Mama. "I'm 4, I say." The man laughs, and he sounds nice. Another man is also in the house. He bangs on the bathroom door and talks in a loud voice. The toilet flushes, but Daddy doesn't come out. The other man is older than the one with carrot hair. He doesn't take off his brown hat. "Go around the side," he tells the younger man. "Check windows." Mommy says, "Shoichi, Shoichi." She talks to the bathroom door. "There are giants in our house." Daddy comes out of the bathroom. When he sees me, he puts a smile on his face. Mr. Brown Hat puts bracelets on him, and he and the carrot-haired man take my daddy away. We didn't hear from my father for almost a year. By that time, my mother and I, our friends and neighbors in Seattle, were in Camp Minidoka, in the lava lands of central Idaho. When at last we began hearing from him, my father was in a place called Santa Fe. His letters arrived in envelopes marked enemy, alien, mail. And they were censored. Sometimes whole columns of Japanese characters would be cut out of the thin sheets of letter paper. What I remember most about those days was sitting on the steps of my barracks, opening gift packages stamped enemy, alien, mail from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Inside would be Tootsie Rolls and Lifesavers and juicy fruit chewing gum. But best of all, Pueblo pottery and beaded jewelry, or one time, a little wooden Kachina doll. To me, New Mexico was a magical place.